In a quiet rural town called Willow Creek, tucked between wide green hills and open farmland, lived a young orphan girl named Emily. Emily had very little in life. A small wooden cabin at the edge of town, a gentle brown cow named Daisy, and a heart as clean and honest as the milk she sold every morning. Her parents had passed away when she was still a child, leaving her only Daisy. Over the years, the cow became more than livestock. She was family, comfort, and survival all in one. Every morning before sunrise, Emily milked Daisy, poured the fresh milk into a large container, and walked to the town market to sell it. People trusted her. They knew her milk was pure, untouched, and honestly measured. But trust didn't bring wealth. After selling the milk, Emily barely earned enough to buy feed for Daisy, a loaf of bread for herself, and pay rent for the pasture where Daisy grazed. That pasture belonged to a man named Victor Hale. Victor owned land, money, and power, but not kindness. His heart was hard, and his greed sharper than his smile. To him, Emily was nothing more than a poor girl he could pressure whenever he wanted. Despite her struggle, Emily never abandoned one belief. She believed that kindness, especially to the weak, always finds its way back. Every day, after finishing her sales, she saved a small amount of milk, poured it into a shallow bowl, and left it behind the market for stray cats. Watching those hungry animals drink brought her peace, even when her own stomach was empty. One week, Victor confronted her. "I'm doubling the pasture rent," he said coldly. "If you can't pay by Friday, I'll take the cow and throw you out of that cabin." Emily felt the world collapse around her. There was no way she could gather that money. Losing Daisy meant losing everything. That day at the market, she sat quietly beside her milk, her face pale, her eyes heavy with worry. Then something unusual happened. A cat appeared, not a thin stray, but a sleek black cat with glossy fur and piercing green eyes. It moved calmly, confidently, like it belonged to another world. The cat stopped in front of Emily and looked at her. Not the milk, but her. Even though Emily needed every drop, she couldn't turn it away. She poured some milk into the bowl. The cat drank gracefully, then vanished. Friday came. That morning, Emily milked Daisy with tears in her eyes. She believed it would be the last time. As she stepped outside, she froze. The black cat was sitting at her door. She sighed softly. "Even today, I'll share what I have." She poured the milk. As the cat finished drinking, Emily turned away to hide her tears. Clink. A soft metallic sound. At the bottom of the bowl lay a gold coin, glowing in the morning light. The cat was gone. This was real. That single coin was worth far more than the rent Victor demanded. From that day on, the cat returned every morning. Milk was given. A gold coin was left behind. Emily's life slowly transformed. She fixed her cabin, bought warm clothes, fed Daisy the best feed available, but she never stopped being kind. She helped neighbors, fed the poor, and paid generously whenever she could. Soon, people in Willow Creek began calling her Emily the Kind. Victor noticed everything: the repairs, the confidence, the change. Suspicion turned into obsession. One morning before dawn, he followed her and saw the truth. The cat, the milk, the gold. Greed consumed him. He trapped the cat and dragged it home. He filled a bowl with milk and shouted, "Drink and give me gold." The cat stared at him coldly. When it finally drank, it didn't leave gold. It spat out black coal. With every sip, his wealth crumbled. Furniture turned to dust. Gold turned to stone. His greed destroyed everything. Emily arrived just in time. The cat leaped onto her shoulder. Silence fell. Victor collapsed, ruined, empty, broken. Back at the cabin, Emily offered milk once more. The cat spoke gently. "I was sent to test hearts. Your kindness created blessing. His greed created ruin." The cat transformed into a beam of green light and vanished into Daisy's barn. There, Emily saw it. Daisy's milk flowed, not white, but golden. Emily lived in abundance, but never forgot hardship. Victor lived as a warning, because greed may promise fortune, but kindness builds it. And that's where this story ends. But its lesson never does.